In this video, we are going to see about the slicers, one of the component which is available in this visualization. Then we are going to see about the default summarization, and the third thing we are going to see about the sorting. Now let's see first about the slicers. Slicer is nothing but one of the component which is available here in this visualizations you can see, and this is having icon of a filter as well. So basically this is the filter option which is available, where we can make this available to the end users or the business users on our dashboards or visualizations, and then users can select any of the value in that slicer, and from that value selected value the data in this chart will be filtered it out. So let's try to add this. Just click on this. Let's get added here. Let me make some space here. Now this is just another component or visuals which is available similar to this such charts as well, but it does just have only one field, one data field which is needed, because that is the field which we are going to use as a filter for the visuals. To add this, we can for our project we can say from this fact population we do have one field which is a year one, so we can add that year field in this, and we can make this available. This is a slicer which I have just added, and you can see that by default it is taking some range of the years, like 1950 to 2100, because that is what this chart is particularly displaying, all the years data. In case we wanted to change this, like we just wanted to start it from 2000 and end is 2100, so that we can do this, and you can see this slider is also changing, like this is a range which we can do it from, means manually we can type it here in the box, or else we can just make this slicer moving whatever the range which we want. So this is one type, one default type of this slicer. Then if you click on this option which is available here, so whatever we have got, this default was the between operator, or like it's a range slicer we can say. And then next is, let's say, means less than or equal to. When we say less than or equal to, means whatever the minimum value was, it gets disabled. The maximum we can specify. Let's say, means I want to have the data before 2000, so I can select that, and this charge gets applied like this. You can see this slicer has been also changed. Then there is one more option which is available, greater than or equal to, which is nothing but the maximum value will get disabled, but the minimum value we can specify. Let's say, means I wanted to see the data starting from 2010, then I can specify like this. This is the way we can add this less than or equal to slicer type. Now there is one more type which is available, which is nothing but the drop down and a list. So in drop down you can see this is the way it is. So if you can see, if you wanted to select just for 1 year we can do that, and if you wanted to select for multiple years, then just click on click control button, and then select the years. So that way you can do this, and this setting is available in the format option of this visualization. You can go in this selection control option which is available here, and if you just wanted to make it as a single select, then you can make it as, if I make this as a single select, you can see the change in the visuals, like it will become a radio button and not the checkbox. So I am just making it off, but multi-select with control is off. So this is something which is, if we don't want to make this multi-select with the control option enable, then we can make it as off. So show select all option is also available. If you just make it as on, then you can see that first option will be select all. You can select all this, and this will become like this. This is the way we can do this. Then the last option which is available, which is nothing but a list option. So list option is again we can have this like a checkbox, and we do have that option of multi select as well, where we can just select any of the value with the control button click like this, or we can just use a select all. Now there is one more thing which I wanted to show you, is because this is something which is not really look good now, because we do have to scroll down just to see the data. However, to do this, we have some formatting changes. We can do it. And if you go to the format, you can see, go in the general option. In general, you can see there is an orientation. Right now it is vertical, that's why it is showing vertical values, like in the list format. However, if you select this and horizontal, then it will become like this, and you can just expand this, where you can get some values available here. Like You can see this is something which is showing the years, and we can go click on this, and we can just go to the next level. If I select all this, if I wanted to select just for few years, then we can do this with the control multi select. This is the way we wanted to do, and select all option will select all the years data. This is how it is getting to, filter. So that means whatever the filters which you are selecting here, it gets applied to these charts available here, and that charts gets changed depending upon this. So this is very nice feature to have for the any of the end user, just as per their specific need. They can just select the range or the value, and for that particular value or range, they can see the charts or visualizations. So this is about slicers, and this way we can implement in our project. Now we are going to see about the default summarization. So now we do have this charts which are available here, or this chart, and whenever we are creating any visuals, we can see there are some fields which are we are applied in like x-axis, y-axis, and values as well. So in values, we do have this population value measures which we have created, and that we are applying here. Now we'll just try to go to this here, and if you can see, there is a default sum option applicable. That means this is nothing but whatever the values like population values which are sum, like it is added by region. Means for Asia, all the values are getting added. For Africa, all the values of the population are getting added, and then it is displayed in this chart. Now this is the way it displays. Now if you wanted to change this as well, means depending upon the requirement, sometimes we may need develop the chart for average population as well, that we can also do this with this by changing this for s- summarization. Minimum maximum count as well, we can do this. However, for this we just need a sum, so I am just selecting sum again. This is all about the summarization. Means the data is summarized at different level, sum, average, minimum, maximum, count. So that we need to understand. Means sometimes we may say that the data is not looking as expected on the visual, so at that time checking this summarization level is very important to understand. So the next thing which we are going to see is about the sorting. So what is the sorting applied and how the sorting is applied. Now you can see this is the chart which is applied here. We have this visual which is here, and you can go in this above option, which we can go here, and we can see that sort axis is one option. So basically it will show up what is the default sort. So default is whatever the fact value is there, that on that it is sorted, and based on that it's sort descending, that means top to bottom. So that is one thing which is applied. If you wanted to change it, we can make it as low to high as well, and this is the way it displays the data. This is one way we can do this, and this is basically if you wanted to sort on region name as well, we can do that, and region name will apply on the alphabetical, like alphabetical values, so that will sort it depend upon the ascending or descending. So if you say descending, then it will be the last one will be starting with the S. That is something which is we can do that. Let me revert it to default. So these are the three things which we need, which are very important to understand. Slicer is one thing which is which is available to filter out the data in the visuals. Then is default summarization. Summarization is important to understand, and which summarization to apply on which chart. That all depends upon the business requirement, but that should be applied correctly. And the third one was sorting. All depends upon the sorting requirement, how the data needs to be displayed. That can be done by the sorting feature. I hope all these 3 points are clear to you. If you have any questions or comments, do let me know in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you for watching.